This is The Big Story presented by herbchambers.com.
I'm Chad Friend from the Boston Globe and Boston.com, and this is The Big Story. Well, we've got our first real beautiful spring day here in New England, but the mindset of Boston sports fans is probably still on their winter teams. Celtics and Bruins both have advanced to the second round of the postseason, their respective playoffs. And they're both very compelling series that they face coming up here. Celtics are playing the Miami Heat, one of the favorites coming into the season, a team stacked with stars and scraps after the big three guys they have down there. Where the Flyers were the team that bounced the Bruins, from the playoffs last year after Boston got a 3-0 lead in that series. It's funny with the Bruins facing the Flyers again, because a lot of times in professional sports, a team that had a huge comeback against you, or when something bad happened to you, you tend to want to put it behind you and not speak of it again. The Bruins this year, whether it was Mark Recchi, their 40-something veteran forward, or Patrice Bergeron, or Zdeno Chara, Tim Thomas, the veteran guys in this team, they talked about it openly, how they wanted to avenge that, how they wanted to put that bad memory behind them of the Flyers coming back and winning the last 4 games of that series last year. And they've got serious motivation going into this. And not only that, but they're coming off a series against their most hated rival, a 7-game victory, their first 7-game victory in the postseason since 1994. They won Game 7 in overtime. It was a tremendously fulfilling victory for them. And if you believe in momentum in professional sports or professional hockey, you have to think the Bruins probably have it going into this series against Philadelphia. There's a lot of pride with the Celtics. You talk about Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, 3 future Hall of Fame players. Rajon Rondo, who is kind of in that same category in terms of how serious he takes things and how much he gets up for a team like Miami or a team like the Lakers. They're going to be ready for this. The Heat are probably the first team in NBA history that celebrated a championship before they ever played a game together. If you saw their little party they had down in South Beach after LeBron made his decision. So it's going to be a fascinating series, but I think the way the Celtics played against the Knicks and the way these guys play together when there are great stakes, I think you have to feel pretty good about where this series is going to end up.